I printed out some funny stuff from the web.
Funny stuff?
Yes. Just before I got here today, this was too great not to share. I think regular atheists are familiar with the work of Mr. Jack Chick, who does comic books. This is not Jack Chick, but there's apparently a thriving industry of preachy Christian comic books, but this, in fact, may be better than anything Jack Chick has ever put out. Here's what I got for you. Now, there have been a lot of cool geek combat concepts in the past. There's pirates versus ninjas. There's Captain Picard versus Captain Kirk. But I think this may be one of my favorites that I've ever seen. This is Dinosaurs versus Angels. Yeah. According to this guy's theory, basically, dinosaurs were sent by evil angels, and this is an evil angel right here, who drove them into a frenzy and stampeded them to destroy the Ark. And here the angel is seen saying, "Destroy the Ark! Kill them all!" And this drama continues for several more panels when we have, what does it say? God made sure that the Ark was protected.
So this is just adapted straight out of the Bible when the the part where the dinosaurs charge the Ark. Uh-huh.
Quite so.
They don't even care anymore. Now they don't even care. At least that guy doesn't.
They've had a hard time being really literal since science keeps coming up with all these uncomfortable things that don't quite jive with the Bible. I mean, they have to come up with these really, really stretchy things to make the Bible seem to concur with science.
Sure, but here they're just flagrantly throwing dinosaurs into the Noah's Ark story just to have them.
Oh, no. They've got, not in the Noah's Ark story.
I know there's other bits in the Bible where they claim that there's words that can be translated as dinosaur in order to make it look like the Bible is more historically accurate. But those words, those references do not occur during the Noah's Ark story.
Right. That is absolutely true. And of course, dinosaurs are kind of, creationists are sort of all over the place on the question of dinosaurs. Some of them say that the dinosaur fossils were put under the earth by Satan to test people. Some of them, like, who was that guy? Carl Baugh, who once appeared on The Daily Show, standing in front of a Flintstones rerun, saying, "I find this very plausible." Actually
the Flintstones. We found the Flintstones very plausible.
Actually believe that humans and dinosaurs were actually walking the earth together. I'm not sure whether it's agreed by those people whether dinosaurs were killed in the flood or whether they lasted for a while longer, but this is the first one I've seen where dinosaurs actually attacked the Ark. And I think that's awesome. And this guy does too, because down here at the bottom there's a caption. It says, "Just imagine what it would be like to see this scene on the big screen in Sense Surround THX Dolby Stereo Sound." Woo!
It's just sad.
Here's more pictures if you can get close on that.
Anyway, in the previous scene where we saw the bolts of light shooting out to
I'll put
get
this up here.
Yeah, the bolts of light are coming from the good angel who's standing by the Ark.
Okay, here it is.
It's not so much Captain Kirk versus Picard. It's more like Captain Kirk versus evil Captain Kirk from the other dimension.
Yeah. And here's the dinosaur drowning horribly in the flood.
And there's the author.
Yes. Wow!
Yeah.
The
being all impressed
in the flood.
with his own
keep it there.
With his own completely made up nonsense.
Yeah.
He's impressed beyond words.
Right. And then the good angel drives off the evil angels and the dinosaurs. So, and then, and it says, "And the dinosaurs drowned, and the flood waters drowned and killed the dinosaurs." And then there's a note just in case you think he's kidding. The flood was real. And they all died, and this is all verifiable scientific fact. You see.
Wow. I've worked in the comics business.
Yes.
I've done penciling and inking and lettering and a number of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it interesting that guy finds it necessary to underscore the word real with an underline. You generally don't do that in comics. The traditional way you letter comics is
make it bold,
you
right?
do a bold italics for emphasis. Or you go to a sound effect, right?
Yes.
If you really need to, like Shazam, and it can be in a big special spiky word balloon.
Yes.
So that guy's overcompensating.
Well, just to make sure that you get the point, there are bold and Shazam words in this comic.
Wow.
As well as underlined and huge. So,
okay.
When in doubt, speak louder.
When it comes to bullshit, big time, major league bullshit, you have to stand in awe of the all-time champion of false promises and exaggerated claims, religion. No contest. No contest.